Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It is me, the old friendly local neighborhood Zenosfire, back again for another day of Warframe shenanigans. How's it going, everybody? What you up to? Good to see you, Iron. Welcome back, Blex. What's up, Razor? Hey, Gren. Hey, Kuro. Welcome back. Welcome back, TVT. How are you doing today? Codman, how are you? Turbo, sup with you? Nessie, hello. Tracy, Fred, Rainy, welcome on in. Shem, how you doing? Flame, aka Penguin, how are you? Silver Phoenix, good to see you. Tempest, welcome on in. How's everyone doing? Iron, thank you very much for the 5 months. Heck yeah. Thank you. Alrighty, I'm finally gonna get my weeklies done today. I've been sleeping on my weeklies for because I was working on, you know, trying to help people farm as many callies as possible. So we're finally getting our weeklies done today. Finally. Alrighty, who wants to join me for the dailies? Can you join for the weeklies? Probably not, because you probably aren't at the highest, the required rep level. Fred, you need to be rank 5 with the faction here and rank 5 with the hex to do these weeklies here. Okay, we're gonna go do the dailies. Who wants to join for Steel Meridian? We're starting with Steel Meridian today. Yo, Polka, I sent in the information for your Caliban Prime Access win. Turbo, Silver, Fred. Fred, remind me your in-game name. Silver, Turbo. Turbo, you either need to be online or you need to remind me what your in-game name is. You're logging in 1 sec? What the heck? Making me wait. Sheesh. I don't even think that's allowed. How dare you? How dare. Try again? Okay, Turbo, I'll try again. Only because you used a cute cat nodding. There you are. My bullet. I haven't even taken a look at what EDA or ETA is this week. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Is it bad this week? Maybe. You also got Prime Shred today, the best primed mod from the daily logins. Nah, it was fine. Heck yeah. Hopefully I don't have bad options there. We shall see. Shot you invite, Fred. Take it when you can. Pretty please. What is this guy going on about? It's just... Goodbye. Whoa, 17 Kuva liches upon me? Why would you wish 17 evil liches upon me? What the hell did I do to you? What the frig? Yo, Hellblade, how you doing? What the frig? What did I do to you? Yo, Mizu, how you doing? Yeah, all lich woes should be directed to Iron and May. They love fighting liches. The pumped up kicks are going on and down. Yo, Tempest, how you doing? Let's just make sure that this is working properly. Hold on, I forgot that this stream elements thing likes to bug out and make things not work. There we go. Alright, you know the deal, go find the candies. Loaded tater tots. Ooh, that sounds delicious. What'd you put on your tater tots, Mizu? I need to know. Typo in the pinned comment? Where? Some? Yeah, it's fine. I like that pinned comment. Some prime incarnate. It's not wrong. It is a primed incarnate. Oops, Daisy. What the hell's that noise? Seriously though, I really want to know what's on your laded frig. No, that wasn't a medallion noise. That was it sounded like a sentient noise, but we don't have a Caliban in the squad, so like that's why I was confused. I was very confuzzed. Nothing over here. How is Garuda after the line of sight buff? I haven't tried it after the line of sight buff, but before the line of sight buff, it was absolutely spectacular. So, you know, if they've, you know, improved the line of sight on it, she just got better. That sounds awesome to me. Fiesta blend cheese, dice up some fried hot dogs, and green onion. Oh, you know what? That actually does sound really tasty. I'm very upset now. Think there'll be an event for the old piece drop? I think that the old piece drop is the event. But maybe. You never know. Yo, Norse. You love your build for Lavos Prime? Good. Stay focused. What's your Lavos Prime build, Norse? Yo, Nessie, how you been? Been a little while. Welcome on back. Gotta find our candies. Okay, I know that this is just a piece of drop loot, but I have to go pick it up because that's how I am. Yo, Supreme, how you doing? Still haven't done your Archon hunt? Yeah, I haven't done any of my weeklies yet. Yo, Crow, how are you today? I have not done a single of my weeklies yet, so I was like, ah, crap, I should probably get that done. I always need more shards anyway, so why not? Thinking the same thing, finished Lavos Prime today and using your build? Nice! Yeah, I love Lavos. He's great. So, like, y'all play Warframe? Nah, we spite Warframe. Of course we play Warframe, it's great. Do your Archon hunt as soon as it drops because you need the shards? Yeah, the extra shards, like... I'm probably at the point where I don't necessarily need extra shards, I just need to, like, actually put them all on my frames. So, I gotta, like, just do that. I'm just gonna pop this here. I don't know if anything's gonna be in range. Nothing was in range. Disappointment was had by all. Forgot about your Netcha cells this week? Yeah, I'm gonna do EDA and all that jazz. Got Chroma Prime, Caliban Prime, on my way to a flea market event. Ooh, neat. You need to put more, you need more shards? You're putting shards on all your frames? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on too, Lich. Is getting shards onto every single one of my frames so that I have all of the tasty good times. Not quite up to ETA yet, so Netcha cells for you? Totally fair. It's nice that we have options for, different sort of, points for when you're in the game, right? So you can join for, you can still work towards getting your collection up, and then eventually, you know, start doing that harder content. Swap regulars for Taos, and you can upgrade or get them. Nice. Do you want to link it to me via PM? Yeah, usually speaking, that's how people do it. I knew there was one there, and I just slid right past it. If you need my in-game name, Norse, it's right there for you. ETA and EDA were human this time. You soloed on Monday? Sheesh. Nice, Lich. Honestly, just thinking of saving up plat and buying Universal Fallout or Hotshot. I mean, not bad choice. I would probably wait a little while longer, Mizu, because the market will start getting a little bit more saturated as time goes on. And then also, by that point, you might be at the point where you can farm part of it yourself, too. You left Warframe in the 99 update. What's new? Well, let's see. Isleweaver happened. The Coda Liches happened. The, yeah, let's head out. Caliban Prime. Ureli Prime. So, Lavos Prime. A lot of good stuff. You just got a funny Araxia build idea? Nice! Sent? Perfect. I'll take a look at it when I'm done doing my dailies here. Quite a lot of stuff has happened in the past sort of 9 months-ish. Does anyone else despise running relics? No, I really like running relics. Reeve and Mercy's Kiss. Oh, that's pretty cool. So then you reeve everything down to get the health, and then you pop Mercy's Kiss on people so that you can instantaneously Mercy's Kiss them. That makes sense. That sounds pretty cool, actually. You made a chroma build for his 1. Okay, that's a little bit odd. Just picked up the Yak Bolto Prime? Nice. I haven't really messed around with the Yak Bolto very much. Those older weapons I like to go back and take a look at, because I really like finding the random diamonds in the rough in the game, so... I always like going back every once in a while and taking a look at it. What'd you do with your chroma build there, Rainy? To play around the first ability. You find relics repetitive is better with friends or people to talk to? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like if I wasn't streaming or if I wasn't playing with friends, running relics is like, it's fine. But I always prefer, you know, Warframe to me is very much a social game. Okay, Fred or Silver Phoenix, one of you two handle the mission objective. Because you don't have box breaker frames. So you are relegated to doing that. Them's the rules. You don't got a box breaker frame, you gotta do the other part of the mission. Get out of here, little turts. Airburst for grouping and using Toxin for Archon Continuity and Impetus will give you at least 2 procs. Oh, interesting. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I would use Impetus on it, though. Because that's 2 procs, that's like very little amounts of strength and efficiency you're getting from it. But Airburst to group everybody, that sounds pretty interesting. And then going Toxin build. Nifty. I like that. That sounds pretty interesting. You can actually do some really funny things with Toxin Chroma. With the AoE Toxin damage that it has from Elemental Ward. I've seen some pretty wild builds with that. Flynn did a really funny build with that a while back. When did they change the Vor fight? With Isle Weaver, so a few months back. Memory serves correctly.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Put your Gauss in the oven, you have a prime, but you never primed the base frame for Thermal Sunder Titania. Also, Thermal Sunder on Harrow is really good too. You subsume it over his first ability for like doing leveling runs in ESO. Because you don't have as long, it doesn't put as huge of a cooldown on your first ability in ESO, so you can spam it. And then you use Thurble will activate off of abilities. You gotta get a Rev and Araxia? Yeah, but it'd be fun anyway. And plus, farming more Warframes and farming sort of more Helmets is not a bad thing, right? More mastery, more options, more variety in your life. Never a bad thing to have more. Always got to collect more and more and more. It never ends. Alright. Any candies up here today? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Automansling. You have not failed me today. Yo, Douche, how you doing today? Now, this one's in the water, so this is probably a candy, and I was right. Caliban Prime's finally done today? Heck yeah! Still stuck in WoW? As long as you're having fun, right? Apparently, they just released Mr. Pandera Classic. Which I liked Mr. Pandera. It was a fun expansion. It wasn't the greatest expansion, but it was a ton of fun.
Stay focused.
Iris Mist, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Ah, there's one hiding in here. Open sesame, thank you. You're a Caliban main? Yeah, Caliban's one of my main frames these days, too. I've been really, really loving him ever since his rework, before his rework last year. I've been playing a ton of Caliban. That's how you open the doors? Yeah. The doors won't open to Prime Warframe, if I remember correctly, so you gotta go into Operator if you're using a Prime. And that's how you get those doors open there. There's random doors, hiding, loot sometimes in them. In the, Void Orc Tower tile sets. So you just gotta go into Operator form, walk up to the Death Orb, and then it will, open them up. Ooh, a beautiful Caliban Prime color palette. Very nice. What do we got? One. Oh, we got all 8.
Still working on it. Continue to
Perfect. Love to see it. Ah, the good old Cedo. I love the Cedo. Wee, more loot.
odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it.
New player yesterday, you were nuking for them in SO and went to put a build in Revolt and saw her again in like 4 hours. Comment out she had one form in Caliban Prime. And at the same time, for Omni regular, made you realize you probably needed Plague Star to come back so newer players can get the resource. Yeah, I think that would be kind of neat. Ever tried Zada's Whisper with Sporthrex? No, I never tried that one. I have heard that it is pretty interesting. Plague Star was fun, yeah, but I don't think that's... Plague Star is one of those things where it's really great for the veterans, but it's not great for the company because they make a lot of their money off of Fomba packages. It's like Sobek AoE? That sounds great. Usually have them for inspiration to builds. That's the best way to use it, Tempest. Use them as inspiration for your build, make your own build, and if it, you know, vibes with you, great. Oh, sorry, squad. I thought we were done there. I'll shoot back invites here. Turbo, Silver Phoenix, Fred. All right, we got to run a quick ad break here. Everybody, you know the deal. We got to run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, kind of like me, and you want to support the community, Twitch sub, Twitch Turbo. Otherwise, sit tight. See you in a minute. Need to go do something? No worries. We got room for one for Steel Meridian, the last of our Steel Meridian stuff here. If anybody wants to join us. Tempest, what's your in-game name? What you want? Yo, Boca. Maybe we need a new way to give Baby Tenno resources. I think that... I mean... The problem is that formas are... largely speaking, an more endgame related resource, right? Like, I get what you're saying there, but there are a ton of ways to do that. Craft forma even when not playing, yeah, there's a ton of ways to get resources. I don't know if there's like a right answer to that conundrum, right? Because part of the game is the progression, and part of the progression is the farming, right? So it's kind of a 6 of one, half dozen another problem. It would be nice to be able to get sort of new players a little bit ahead, but also it's kind of one of those things of, you know, they are a company at the end of the day. And the duration and Arc of Vitality was a significant upgrade. Oh, good. I'm glad that that helped. Are you a candy? Am I losing my mind? Oh, you're just hiding up here. That's candy. There you are. If anyone's looking for a group to do syndicate dailies for New Loca and Red Veil, Mizu is looking for some peeps for that, if anyone's looking for a group. Did I just backtrack on myself? I did. That's hilarious. That's how much I'm not paying attention right now. Did Trumna Prime get a buff? Are you tripping? I think you might just be tripping. I don't think Trumna Prime got a buff. Yo, Maz, how's it going? No, Jolly, I still haven't done it yet. I don't know if it's still up or not, but I haven't done it yet. Under here? Under here. Since when can the alt fire charge itself? The alt fire is charging itself. Interesting. That's not supposed to happen like that. It could always do that? Oh, could it always do that? Oh, well then I didn't think that it could do that. That's interesting. The potato invasion's still up? Maybe we'll go do that then, once we're done here. According to other viewers, Jays, that's always been like that. I never witnessed that myself, so that's interesting. It's 1% left. Oh, it's probably not gonna. I'm probably not gonna be able to get it done then. That's okay. Mamsa, welcome in. How you doing?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
It is up here somewhere. Where's the hole in the roof here? Here it is. Whoops.
We cannot let enemy command know we were here. Eliminate
That's number 7. Oh no, we have to kill 6 whole enemies. Whatever shall we do? Hey Mamsa, how you doing today? Oh, perfect, it's right here. Love to see that. Very, very convenient. Yeah, I don't know. I think I am coming down with something. I'm not feeling the bestest today. But that's okay.
another job well executed.
Alright, now we're gonna go do Cephalon Suda dailies. So if you are wanting to join us for Cephalon Suda, if you're not joining us for Cephalon Suda, please get out of the squad. And if you are wanting to stay around for that, Do you always stream this hour? Yeah, I stream 1 p.m. till about 7 p.m. Today was probably going to be a bit of a shorter stream. I'm just not feeling great today. But I still want to stream a little bit and get my weeklies done. Hey, Danush, how you doing? Okay, squad, if you're not joining for Cephalon Suda, please exit the squad. If you don't have Cephalon Suda dailies, please leave. So that we can grab someone who will get stuff from it. Not me solo, heck yeah! Yar meaty. Nah, I'm not gonna bother doing it, Turbo. If you want to go do it, feel free to. I gotta get these dailies done. Massa, what's your in-game name?
Jay Zans became a member.
Jay Zans, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships over on YouTube. That's very, very generous of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
NetSims67 became a member.
Okay, it's not supposed to be doing TTS. But thank you very much.
Dark Knight became a member.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. I don't know why it's doing individuals like that. I've never seen that happen.
ZXMPLC became a member.
Thank you very much for those 5 gifted subs. Or 5 gifted members. Greatly appreciate you.
Working Progress Gaming became a member.
It says that you're not online, Mamsa. You still like Warframe and everything it does for the gaming sector, but lately you're unable to get yourself playing it? You might just be a little bit, burned out, and it's okay. Take a break from the game. No player found online. Double check your in-game name there, Mamsa, and make sure that you are not set in solo. Make sure you're on, one of these here. There we go. Might need to relog. Been happening to you as well. Yeah, the chat servers have been having a little bit of problems lately. Okay, let me grab my Nova. Since we got a defense here. How you been, Lotta Wada? Labo skin will definitely get you playing. Yeah, and you know what? It's the thing is that Warframe, you know, you're not ever really going to be missing out on much on Warframe if you take a break. And neither me, the devs, the community, other creators want you to get burned out, so it's okay to take a little bit of a break. Come back to it in a little while. I'd love for you to keep hanging out on stream if you feel like it, but that's up to you. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is to take care of yourself. You don't want to burn yourself out or start disliking a game because you're overdoing it. Even as a creator, I don't play Warframe unless I'm actively streaming or creating, specifically to not get myself burned out. The quest throw is there, yeah, and there's very few things in the game that has any form of FOMO to it. So there's not really a reason to be, like, over-concern yourself. You know, you'll get your progress when you get your progress. You'll get your stuff done when you get your stuff done. There's no rush, no pressure. Nobody wants to see you be annoyed with a game that we all love. So it's all fine to take a little bit of a break. How's the new PC? I'm still streaming on the old PC for now. I just haven't had time to get the new PC fully set up for streaming just yet. You were playing The War Within. Ooh, that's a very good quest. What's the specs? We did a sponsored stream yesterday with MSI, and I got the Aegis ZS2. It's got a Ryzen 9 9900X CPU, AIO, MSI motherboard, 5070. Pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. Can't wait to dip your Ember in Kuva water. Lol. Can't wait for Tuesday. First time in your life you want to skip the weekend. It's going to be your EA's first day. Oh, you're getting an EA? Nice. Out of curiosity, is there a tradition in the community to give away a free Prime set to a new Tenno at least once when we can? I mean, that's, you know, it's not necessarily a tradition. No, people like to do giveaways for friends. Zeno's got a new PC, didn't drop it on the day of showcasing it, exactly. Beautiful looking computer for and powerful it seemed. Yeah, no, like I said, like, I'm super pleased with it. I just, the problem for, like, content creation wise is I have very little time to myself, so I just haven't had time to get it fully set up. Won the competition 4 weeks ago, gave her the offer last week. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's fantastic to hear. I assume you mean, like, EA as an executive assistant, Lich? I assume that's what you mean by that. Yeah, nice. Congratulations. Gotta love it when the power goes out. I live right beside a transformer station, so my power has never gone out in my life of living here. Also, apartment buildings here in Canada always have emergency backup generators. Zephyr Prime in your foundry, is she good? Zephyr is wildly powerful. I don't play her very much, but that's mainly just a personal preference thing. Not because she's bad, she's outrageously good. I just haven't really ever sunk my teeth into figuring her out and getting a build that I want to play with her. But she is incredibly good. High damage output, high survivability, very fun, very engaging in missions. She is definitely very, very outrageously fun. Time for a YouTube prank cuts off my power. Don't do that. That would be rude. What the hell? There we go. Another one done. You're happy Zephyr Prime came back from Resurgence? Your friend you've been working on getting her? Yeah. I really like the Prime Resurgence system. I think overall it's very, very nice. Survival. Zaku. You don't see her very much in many lobbies. It's kind of because she's a one-trick pony right now. She's very good. She's one of the best nuking frames in the game. But she's very, very much a one-trick pony with her AoE explosions stuff. Shaggy, welcome in. How you doing? Aren't Zephyr and Nova similar? Both are essentially amazing at taking single target weapons and making them AoE. I mean, by that philosophy, then there's a lot of frames that do that, right? Well, maybe not a lot, but a number of them. Yo, Marshall, how you doing?
A lone Tenno operative is raiding this ship for supplies. You are here to distract the enemy. Trigger the alarm. Life support has been cut off.
Doing pretty good. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. I'm not feeling the best today. A great bird at doing stuff. Damn it. That was actually a good one. I'll give you that one. Yo, Mustard, how you been? What stats are best on the Furious Ribbon? It's crits low, so crit stats good. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I haven't messed around with the Furious yet. So if you sit tight till after I'm done with my dailies and you remind me, I'll take a look at the Furious Incarnate and give you some recommendations. But I feel like crit chances still will, like, crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot are good Riven stats for most Incarnates, because most Incarnates have a way to increase your critical chance to bring it into at least a crit stats hybrid. So I feel like you probably can't go wrong going that route, but I would have to double check what the Ribbon is, what the Incarnate's like, just because I haven't really had a chance to mess around with that yet. I need to go farm a bunch of you go farm a bunch of Duveri resources to unlock all the Incarnans, because I farmed like 600 Pathos clamps when the Isleweaver event was happening, so I've got to I gotta just grab the resources to actually use them all.
Activating it will buy you more time.
Fire rate on the Furious is also bonkers. Yeah, I figured fire rate would always, you know, it's a pistol. Most of the time fire rate is a high value stat. There's number 5. I came through here. I don't think, yeah, okay, it was just stuff on the ground. Did I miss anything back in that room? Potentially. Let's head on back here. Rauta good. You got a crit chance slash ribbon. It's definitely not a crit weapon. The Rauta is very, very much more of a status base. It's got a 6% base crit. So you're definitely not looking for crit on that thing. More, and like Mustard said, it's more of a support shotgun for your melee, and it's more of a status weapon outside of that. Gunblade's good? Yeah, absolutely. Gunblades are fantastic. The nice thing about Gunblades is because of, specifically with Gyre, Gunblades are actually very, very good. Because Gyre's augment for first ability says projectiles, which means that Gunblades will get the electric damage from it. Yo, Bandito and Scotty, how you both doing? Rauta means iron. What is it? What language does it mean iron in? Crazy to ask, Max or Galvanized Chamber? Nope. You're right, it is crazy to ask. You are correct. In Finnish? Oh, well that makes sense because, Kulovo is based off of a Finnish folklore, isn't he? So that does track with it being Finnish. Oh, that was rude, Night Shadow. Very rude. Kalevala? Probably mispronounced. Somerville and Caliban Prime? Yeah. I'll be using a little bit of a change up of the build. I'm just waiting for a little bit of information, but my Caliban Prime video is basically ready to go. I'm just waiting on a thing. Yeah, see, the problem with that, Peanuts, is that I'm dyslexic, so I don't know how it's supposed to be spelled or pronounced. Okay, how many do we have here? Oh, don't worry, I've already got the build that I'm set on. I've been playing Caliban's one of my most 5 used frames. I absolutely love the hell out of Caliban. What element did I say was good for the Vidaria? I've got a Vidaria build over on the channel. I don't have a bot command set up for it yet because I haven't had time to do that. Going for the Kuva Sobek these days? I still go with Magnetic. But it just kind of depends on what you're using the Kuva Sobek for. If you're using it on Araxia, then you want to go, Toxin. If you're using something else, then you want to go something else. There we go, there's all 8. Yeah, the three sort of go-to elements on adversary weapons, Kuva, Sobek, or Kuva, Tenant, or Kuva, Tenant, or Coda. Generally speaking, you're looking at like one of the damaging elements, electric, gas, electric, heat, or toxin, or magnetic for combined, free combined element. So that's typically what you're doing here. All right, everyone, I gotta run a quick ad break here. Y'all know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while, so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, kind of like me, and you want to support the community, Twitch sub, Twitch Turbo. Otherwise, sit tight. What shard should you put on Harrow? I just go all strength shards and a cast speed shard. Bam, 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 bam. Ba-da-da-da-da. From the Foundries, thanks for the invite for that day. More than happy to, Bandito. Yo, Pokemon fan, how you doing? I'm very sleepy. I'm not feeling super great today. All good? Yeah, I was just responding to a message on Discord. Just had to, you know, just catching up with somebody. And we've got like another minute of doing nothing in this mission, so. I'm the YouTuber you always go to for weapons? Nice. Addicted to parkour sparts, but you don't seem to notice the difference between one or two? Or are you the only one? It kind of depends on where you're at and like whatnot, but usually having a few of them is pretty solid. I'm not like a huge personal fan of having high parkour speed just because I don't like playing that fast. Like, yeah, I play fast, but I find that I just can't properly control myself in missions. So that's why I don't really... I'm not a huge fan of those, but if you're, you know, that's a skill issue thing. I also greatly value increased cast speed shards more than anything else. I find that increasing your cast speed just sort of, at least for me, really increases my overall enjoyment in the game. Calls me the Zur of Warframe? That's hilarious. So every once in a while you bring gold, but otherwise it's disappointment. I'm joking, I'm joking. I'm joking. I used to play Destiny, so I like to make fun of Zur. Stupid Zur. Never bringing the stuff I wanted.
Mission complete. Excellent work.
Yo, Halaziv, you have Hesper stuff for me? That would be very generous of you. Ex-Destiny players always hated Xur. It was more of just a frustration with Xur, more than hate. It was like, damn it, Xur! What the hell? Why are you always bringing Titans and Hunter stuff, but never Warlock stuff? Come on. Why do you hate Warlocks, Xur? Xur Borrow? Yeah, brings like a few weapons, a few exotics every Friday. Basically just, same, but different. You remember holding Xur hostage when he was bugged a few years ago? How did you hold Xur hostage? Xur was a jerk to Warlocks? That's so true. Apparently Warlocks are getting some pretty interesting buffs in the next patch, later on in September. Isn't one here, is it? No. Always nice to Titans, then Hunters and Warlocks? Yeah.
I'm still detecting a lot.
They were just, I don't know, man. They hated Warlocks so much. Yo, Crook, how's it going? Connected to an instance when he was supposed to leave and someone in the instance's inventory reset and stayed as long as someone was there? Oh, that's hilarious. So you literally just, he was just like, guys, I can't leave until you leave, and you're just like, you're never leaving then. Oh. Yeah, I was very happy to see that they fixed up the, Caliban, appearance. You know, it didn't look the greatest before, so when they fixed it up, it certainly was an improvement.
Well done. Now get to the
Never leave anything alone, nerf, buff, nerf. I think that that's fine to, you know, have a changing meta. It was more of the fact that, for me, the problem was that they were never addressing the issues that the community, including myself, felt were the actual issues. Right? Peacekeeper Titans, like how long was that every single round of trials for years? And they never addressed it. Or the Juggernaut Titans, right? The Lightning Titans and so on and so forth. It was, for me, it was very much just they never addressed the things that, at least to me, seemed like the actual problems. And then also just the never addressing the cheaters and I just got very frustrated with the developers. And then when the first round of layoffs happened, I was like, okay, this isn't a company I can support anymore. So I left. I was actually on main, like I streamed Destiny 2 for basically a year. And like when I was first getting streaming started. And it was just, you know, rough. No, the era that I played was end of Lich Queen, or Witch Queen, and, what's the... Lightfall? I played during Lightfall. So... But I'm hoping that they get their stuff sorted out, and the new sort of person who's heading the studio will do a good job with it. Because I'm someone who never wants to see a company fail, right? I never want to see them fail, but, you know, I'm not going to support them until they get their stuff sorted out, right? Do we have all 8? Am I losing my mind? After you and your friends played Kill the Witness? And that's totally fair. Alright, squad, GG. Got it all done. Alright, what do we got? Valhalla Wolf, you're Lavosh. What you got? I've already got cold fingies. How dare you curse me? What the hell did I do to you? What the frig? Valiance, adaptation, blind rage. So one thing that I would say, I really like using the augment for the first ability, Ophidian Bite, because it, A, reduces the cooldown of the rest of your abilities, but then not only that will, give you more healing, right? This Lavos is, in my mind, the way that I like to play Lavos is a caster health tank type frame. So I would definitely get this maxed out, and I would probably swap out Constitution for the Ophidian Bite augment. Allows you to cast more, allows you to do that, but if you're playing more weapon platform around Valiant's Formation, I actually like running both augments. If you'd like to play more around Valiant's Formation, then I totally get it. The other thing that I would say is Impetus. Arcane Impetus is really, really strong on Lavos. More efficiency, more power strength. He can get up to 10 stacks, normally, with his abilities. So, I definitely am, or is it 10 stacks or 8 stacks? I think it's 10 stacks. But he can get up pretty high stacks with Impetus. So get this maxed out, I'd probably swap that out for, if this was me, I'd probably swap that out for the Ophidian Bite augment. Gonna go play some Helldivers with a friend who just started playing a couple days ago. See you later. No worries, Turbo. You have yourself an excellent day. Any advice for farming Zaku on Demos? Just the dailies. Or not the dailies, sorry, just the bounties. Iron Doom. Oh, that looks good, Iron. Yo, Rowan, how you doing? That looks really nice, Iron. I really like that, actually. Saginator, your Valkyr. Ooh. You know, I'm not a huge fan of this, the Citrine signed on Valkyr, but I love the rest of this, Valkyr fashion. But again, always with fashion, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. It's up to you whether or not you like it or not. It's just a personal preference thing. But this does look fantastic. Your Valkyr Prime. Okay, so you're doing Eternal War and you're doing Wrathful Advance. Wow, you're doing Wrathful Advance and Hysteria? That's funny. I love it. You're running actually pretty high range on here too for Ripline, which is nice. You could drop a little bit of range and go more strength if you feel like it. I find that 45 range is just sort of the sweet spot for the way I like to play, but if you like going both and you like going both, then please ignore me. Also, probably instead of Streamline, I would throw in Equilibrium for your energy capacity. So if you have a companion with, you know, Synthi Construct, then you get free constant stuff. Give unto the void. What do you think about that idea, Neffy? Yeah, that is a lot louder than it's supposed to be. You're right. Let me go and fix that. That is much louder than it's supposed to be. There we go. I wonder if Sound Alerts did some changes on their back end there. But I do like this build. Although, you probably don't need Umbral Fiber. I would probably swap out Umbral Fiber for Umbral Vitality. I find having the extra health is really nice. With the amount of armor that you have from Warcry and Hysteria, you probably don't need this. And Battery will give you, should be giving you above 500 health, 500 energy from just her base armor. So that's what I would do personally, but, you know, if you like the Umbral Fiber for the extra armor, totally get it. Totally get it. And no notes on here. This looks good. Doing magnetic with Vortex, very cool. I like, looks good to me. Mustard, your Rauta. For damage stuff. Go into slash, fire rate, damage. Isn't this a shotgun? Can you do the magnetic mod instead of this? So then you get 60% damage and 40% fire rate. Magnetic strafe. Just a lot. And I would probably swap out Blaze for the 6060, and I would probably swap this out for the 6060 too. Because you're getting a bunch of reload speed from Shotgun Vendetta, right? Then you get a little more status chance, get more damage out of it, all that jazz. I think there's also a mod that gives you slash and status chance for shotguns. Maybe swap out Sweeping Serration for that, but Sweeping Serration is fine as well. Increases your slash priorities. Caliban Prime. The classic black and red. Fire rate does improve on semi-autos. It does increase their, you know, fire rate a little bit, but you don't need that much fire rate, in my mind at least. Pokemon fan, I really like your Caliban. Very stalkery. Fash is missing the Tonfall wings in the look. Ooh, I know that this Zephyr skin isn't liked by everybody, but I actually really like this Zephyr skin. Looks nice. I like your pizza. Damn it, Night Shadow. Every time. Rhea, what you got? Alright. The only thing that I would probably change on here is I don't think you need this much duration. I would probably swap this out for Rolling Guard. The Lethal Progeny has a 45-second base duration, and I think with this, it gets it up to like nearly 70 seconds with just Prime Continuity. I would probably swap this out for Rolling Guard just for the extra sustainability and survivability. And I would definitely switch out Dreamer's Bond for Summoner's Wrath for the Lethal Progeny. This is your energy gain button, right? You don't need energy per second. And also you have Archon Stretch, and Archon Stretch now does get activated by Razor Mortar when you have the Ortholis out. So you're going to have 2 energy per second from Archon Stretch basically at all times. And then you're going to be constantly casting this anyway. And it will constantly be refilling your energy. So I would probably drop this for, drop these two. Otherwise, the rest of your build looks good. I would probably also drop this down for Kamisado. Gives your minions a little bit more movement speed, and then you can snapshot that extra strength. You really shouldn't like, if you're playing the Razor Mortar build, you should never have energy concerns. Because of Razor Gyre refunding you so much energy. Right? Because it says energy refund per enemy, it's 25% of the base energy cost of the ability, or 25% of the energy cost of the ability. So you need to hit 4 enemies to get it fully refunded. Everyone after that is free energy for you. So that's what I would do. Couldn't think of what to put in for the second arcane? Yeah, definitely Kamisado. 6% ability strength that you can snapshot into your minions. Because they're the Orth list, Conch list, and Summon lists, and Core lists all scale off of your power strength. So you're doing Airburst to group, and then Spectral Scream to burn them down, eh? Launch an elemental projectile, dealing 100 damage for each second the ability was active, up to a maximum of 500. Interesting. It's kind of cool. And you're doing Toxin, you said, right? On here? You got survivability problems, but other than that, it seems pretty cool. I don't think Arcane Impetus is the right option here, though. Because this is giving you so little ability strength and so little efficiency, you're basically only doing 1 element. Now, you could cycle your elements, so then you get 5. Right? Cold, heat, electric, toxin, corrosive. Which one would I suggest? Chroma or Zephyr? I would say both, honestly. B-Tub Rhino. Welcome in. How you doing? Ooh. Cool fashion, too. You don't see gray and orange a lot, but I like it. Looks nice. Tempest, your Caliban. Very pretty. Yeah, I actually really do like the only thing I would hope for is I would like to see the pinions, these attachments, a little bit closer to Caliban, or give us a slider so that we can move it. That would be what I would like to see with that. Because they do get a little bit intrusive. Okay, so you're doing high range, high strength, and you removed the 4. Interesting choice. Commissado for extra power strength, the snapshot both into the 4 and the minions. Molt augment for more power strength. Razor mortar, you're going super high range, so you'll never have energy concerns at all. Again, the only thing I would say on here is maybe rolling guard for status cleanse, but you should be pretty fine. You have constant health regeneration, shield regeneration from here. You have constant shields coming from here. Nice. I like it. You're running a much higher range build than I like to run. This is a little bit of a different way to play. Elusive Retribution. Use melee attack speed and melee to critical damage. Stacks up to 6 times. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is like, you're running a lot higher duration than what most Baruch players play, though. Most Baruchs run negative duration. Which you could swap out Prime Continuity for Transient Fortitude, dump your duration a bit, and get more strength for the rest of his kit. Which could be nice. You regen is Toxin, and you kill... Yeah, see, for me, it's one of those things of... I would rather have that Toxin cleanse. So that it's just there, always. You don't like Rolling Guard? What would you place in for Caliban? Honestly, if you don't like Rolling Guard, then just throw on whatever you want. Yeah. How come negative duration has to do with his restraint meter? Voyage, if I remember correctly. Pizza. We saw that one. Archon continuity is just for the duration? Word. I would say adaptation instead of redirection here. But otherwise, this looks really good. You could also throw on Aviator for another 40% ability damage reduction here as well. Which could go quite nice. Bellicose, you do have decent health values, so Bellicose, you know, is not great, but it's not terrible. What's up, man? Watching the Harrow video, 300 hours, MR13, still many things to learn. Well, happy to have you. Happy to have you. Welcome on in. Also, I see that you're still addicted to speed drift. Okay, I'm gonna go get some weeklies done. Okay, we gotta run our ad break here, everybody. You know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, kind of like me, and you want to split the community, Twitch sub, Twitch turbo. Otherwise, sit tight. See you in a bit. In a green plaid ladybug dress. I don't know if Caliban would like a green plaid, or Max would like that. But I'm willing to find out. Okay, so is this all Valkyr? This is all Valkyr except for one. Sweet. Spread tower call us for whole room without using the Venado. Other people have already made that video and made that commentary. When it's stuff like that, I view as unintended things, so I tend to not make content on them. Largely speaking, just because I don't know if it's gonna get fixed. I try to make my content being more evergreen. The Vidaria one was a showcasing the Vidaria interaction was a oddity for me. It's not the norm. What was that I have to do? Enemies with weapons. Have a fashion guide? I hit the random button. Until I get a good color scheme. I am definitely not a fashion person. I just hit random until I get a color scheme I like. When putting Nourish on Stallion X, how do you put Nourish on 2 different abilities for 2 different builds? You can't. You can't have it over separate slots, unfortunately. It'll always go over the same slot. Oh, I didn't bring my stupid Dirigia. Oh well. The cold ward is a bug. To my knowledge, it's not intended. But obviously, I don't work for Digital Extremes. To me, it seems like an unintended thing. The elemental. So what people, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, elemental ward will reflect damage and count as a weapon in a few different ways. It works with melee weapons to spread influence. It works with secondary fortifier to give you overguard. It's, to me, seems like an unintended interaction. And I typically don't really make content on that type of unintended interactions very often. The Vidaria one I did because it was just sort of a super hot topic, but I don't usually do stuff on that. It was very much an oddity for my usual content stuff. I just did it because I thought it was funny and interesting and just sort of like, this is weird. Why is this a thing? Which I actually think that the community can blame me for that thing getting fixed. Because whenever a patch happens, every once in a while a dev comes and hangs out in my streams. So, they saw me doing that, and I was like, I don't think this is meant to happen. He's like, oh, I'm gonna send this one to the team. If you want to helminth off lol, I think so? Why am I getting rep with Suda? Wasn't Flynn the one who pointed it out? No, Flynn wasn't the one who pointed it out. I give credit to Kai because people came in saying that they saw Kai's video, but I had a dev hanging out in my stream. Yeah, but I'm not pledged to them, so I didn't know why I got rep with them. I'm pledged to Suda. Yo, Fish, happy 2 frames, Chroma and Grendel, nice. Kuva! Magazine capacity, energy restoration. Yeah, let's do energy restoration. Kill 10 Eximus. Oh, hold on. Let's grab the druid jet. Make my life easier. Whee! Honest being your Valkyr? Yeah, I'll take a look at it when I'm done here. I'm trying to just get my dailies done because this usually takes a little while. So I try to get all my dailies done just sort of as I go. What tile am I in? Stone. Yep, this is Valkyr. Brook's a lot of fun. Yeah, I do like Brook. I just, because his wave, his energy wave attacks are a little bit different than the way Excalibur works, I'm just not, like, a huge fan. It's a little bit odd. This is a casual 70 million red crit. Oh, Valkyr. We done yet? Yes, we are. Final thoughts on Valkyr? She's the best melee frame in the game. At least in my opinion, she is. That's been my stance basically since the rework happened. I don't think anyone can compare to her when you take into account everything that she does. I don't think that there's anybody who can compare to her. When you take into account survivability, damage output, versatility, everything, I think that she's the absolute strongest. Just trying to share the build, as it seems no one's featured Venado in the interaction spreading Tau, only on the Spinnerix. Nah, there's a few people who have made stuff on it. A few different people have made some content on that. You don't need to be sorry. It's a cool build. It's a cool idea. I love hearing about what people are excited about. You don't need to be sorry at all. Just because for me it's not something that I'm super interested in making content about doesn't mean that it's a bad thing or a bad idea at all. Does it matter if you use Burson, Prime or normal Burson to turn Incarnate? Typically speaking, you want to be using the Prime. There's a few use cases where you want to use the lower ranked, aka like the non-one. So it does affect the stats? Yeah, it works on all. Yeah. The Incarnate forms have separate stats for each version of the weapon. So, like if you got, I don't know, Wrath, Prisma, Prime, Normal, anything like that, it'll affect, it'll have different stat lines for each of them. So ultimately, the thing that you gotta do is sort of take a look to see what the stat differences are, and the wiki page does have all those stats broken down. Lion said Valkyr did not stomp them in terms of effectiveness. I think that, so like, if we're taking a look at like the highest damage melee frame, I think that it's either Excalibur, but that's largely because melee influence, or Kuluvo. Like, I view those two as the sort of highest damage, but when you take a look at sort of the rest of Valkyr's kit, I don't think that anyone could beat her in overall, right? It's like best in show versus overall winner, you know what I mean? But again, that's just my personal opinion, so it's just the way that I look at it. I think that there's nobody who can come close to her capabilities, her output. Like, when you take a look at it as a holistic approach and rather than just straight up damage. You think best comes down to whatever you like? Precisely, it's personal preference. If you don't like it, you don't like it, unless it's not the best for you. Right? The most important thing in Warframe is, at the end of the day, it's a video game. Have fun. If you don't like Valkyr, you don't like Valkyr. That's perfectly fine. If you like Valkyr, you like Valkyr. That's great. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Either direction. Alright. This one is always annoying. Exterminate is always a little bit frustrating on these tiles. Because you're never really certain where you're going for trying to break the containers. But also, there's not really a better spot for doing the breaking containers. Work on ability crit? No, it's, I think it works on some abilities that count as weapons. There's some abilities out there that do count as weapons. So I think it works on those. If the ability can crit, because it's an additive crit bonus, it's not a multiplicative crit bonus. Right? So the ability itself will already have to crit. Because, you know, 300% of 0 is still 0. A lot of abilities, 1x crit, so it doesn't matter much also. Yeah, exactly. Some abilities, it's very useful. Other abilities, not so much. You always love cool, though, for the crit multiplier with Motivore. You know what? And that's the thing, right? It's always personal preference. If you like it that way, you like it that way. Do what makes you happy. The world's a weird-ass place. Oh, I didn't blow up all the... I didn't finish all the containers. Boy. Whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you a little bit of happiness in the game and the world, as long as you aren't hurting anybody else, who cares? Do you know exactly who's covered it? A number of people. I mean, I don't know exactly because I don't really have time to cover it, but I think Ignis T's covered it. I think Kai's covered it. I think, MH Blackie has mentioned it. I think quite a number of people have mentioned it over the years. This isn't a new interaction. This is an interaction that's been around for a while. But even with it being out for a while, it's just not, you know, I don't really show off stuff like that. But the interaction's been around for quite a while. At least the past, like, 8 months. I remember it coming up before... what was it? Before Tech Rot, people were talking about it. So it's been out, the interaction's been around for a while. But at the end of the day, if you're having fun with the interaction, do it. Have fun with it, right? Like I said, as long as you're having fun, who cares? 500 enemies. Sucking. Yeah, Zero waking up? Yeah, Kai is a straight up G. Tried Nidus with Vidaria for the grouping function and punch through? Yeah. Or is there some other interaction that I don't know about? Prefect? Valk. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of that second Valk there. It's just kill 500 enemies, right? Yeah. Okay. Welcome back, Pokemon. Hey, it's also, don't take my not enthusiasm for the interaction for anything. I'm just not feeling well today, and I'm sleepy. So don't take anything negative from the lack of enthusiasm. I'm very tired. I didn't sleep well, but I still wanted to stream. And I feel like I might be coming down with something. So, and just sort of I am a bit upset with things at the moment. But you guys will all find out about that eventually. Use rolling guard to cleanse myself? I can't! It's an uncleansable effect. Oh yeah, I've got coffee here. I haven't been drinking it at all. Actually, you know who I should have brought down here was my AFK Araxia. This would have been great for this. Get a worm? Worm can't help me. If Max can't help me, a worm definitely can't. Oh, I also didn't bring my Rauta. I didn't bring my, stick, my, dexterity sticks. Yo, Yasin, say no way spreads Tau without Caliban or direct hits with Venado, which feels like misinformation. Yeah, it can be spread with that, and it's purely because of just like an oddity with, with Elemental Ward counting as a weapon. I think the other one that can spread it is Null Stars. For some reason can also spread it because the Null Stars counts as weapon as well. I think even there's a wiki page out there, if I remember correctly, that goes over abilities that count as weapons. So they'll activate weapon unique traits like that. So there's more than just Elemental Ward, but Elemental Ward gets like so much more use because it's the it's a Helminth, right? But I think that you can also do that interaction with Null Stars and a few others as well, which was highly talked about, of course, with the Vidaria's interaction, because the Vidaria activates off of weapon hits, and those count as weapon hits, so then you would activate those as well. Now that's no longer the case. I think that they fixed that, but actually no, I don't think that they fixed that with those interactions, because I think Zephyr still activates the Vidaria insanely, and I think Nova still activates the Vidaria insanely as well, if memory serves correctly. So I don't think that interaction has been fully sorted out, but it's a very, very cool interaction. Hey Murdy, how you doing? And Yazin, how you doing? You just got a Caliban Prime set? Heck yeah, congratulations. Not sure Nova still works, not sure about Zephyr. I think No Sympathy said that it's still working on Zephyr. Yo, Bottom Rung, how you doing? Can't wait to finish crafting it? Yeah, Caliban's great fun. I'm hoping to get my Caliban video out in the next few days here. Still works on Metal Killer Prime on Nova 2? Yeah. So that's like, Eagle, if you want to look it up, I think Ignis T has done a video recently on it. Abilities count as weapons is what you're looking for. I think it was Ignis T who's done a video on it recently. But there's a bunch of different abilities in the game that will activate weapon traits. So it's all weapon traits, low. And we'll activate them and do some pretty wild things. Put coffee to the side, sugar cream? Nah, I like black like my soul. Yeah, I prefer black coffee. Oh, there goes Mania. Hi Mania, bye Mania. Valkyr. Didn't even notice that a acolyte was spawning. Alright, where's the extract? Get me out of here. Whee! Ow, bonk. I always do that. Every time. More rep. Oh no, May. Oh no. Yeah, I think it was Ignis T did that, if I remember correctly. They're a great YouTuber. Definitely should check them out. It's another one of the awesome positive people out there, right? We love positivity. Yellow. Critical melee hits have a chance to increase attack speed and movement speed. Sure. Sure. 750 tech rot. Easy. Something nice to eat? What did I eat yesterday? Did I eat yesterday? JC or Caliban? I think so, yes. Told me Sunday I will. How'd you like it? You sent the fashion over, right? I liked it a lot. I'm a bit, AFK brain right now. So I apologize that I don't remember any more specific details for you. Alright, I gotta run a quick ad break, you know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get purple ads. If you don't like ads, you kinda like me and you want to support the community, Twitch sub, Twitch turbo, otherwise sit tight. Ignis did a video on the Cold War with SpinnerX, very well done video, just hoping to coverage on the Venado, spreading Tau. Yeah, I think that others have brought that up, but I don't remember who. I don't really have time to, unfortunately, I'm too busy to watch other creators' stuff. I'm too busy doing my own thing. So, like, I'm very much, you know, there's like 3 people whose content I watch. And that's like Tactical Potato, Kai, and iFlynn. I don't really have time to watch everybody. You know, like, I wish I had more time to watch, like, all of MH Blackie's stuff, and Flo's stuff, and, like, you know, Ignis T, and No Sympathy, etc., but I think that a bunch of people, if I remember correctly, a few people have talked about that. Yeah, I think also, just like as a heads up, everybody, I think I might just be taking a week off in September. I've just been burning my candle at both ends the last couple of months, so I think I need a few days off. This is gameplay you can only dream about? Don't worry, you'll get there. It's not that hard to do what I'm doing right here. Can you ask a question? Absolutely, as long as it's appropriate. And the only, like, you know, I keep saying, like, how generous everybody is. Like, the only reason I can actually take time off is because of you all are so generous with your time and everything. Like, it is... I'm a very, very lucky creator having such an awesome and cool community. So, I definitely count my blessings every day. I am extremely blessed because I know, like, a lot of smaller creators don't, you know, smaller creators like me don't have the opportunity to be able to take time off like that. But I'm very blessed to be able to have such wonderful support that I am able to do that. Who would win, Techrot or Infested? I think that they would team up. I don't think that they would fight against each other. I think that they would team up to ruin us all. Ah, the double click on my mouse is back. Wake up, we need to make money. I've been playing so much of my Valkyrie using the other build, where I have got Endless War, so I'm not remembering to reactivate Endless War Cry as very well here. Tekrot just beta? I mean, my headcanon is that the Tekrot that Entrati brought the Tekrot back because they appeared in 1999 for the first time in recorded history in 97, according to the official sort of lore stuff. So my personal headcanon is that the Tekrot exists because Entrati needed the helmet virus and here to make the proto frames in Helvania. Obviously, there's very little evidence to support what I just said. That's just sort of my headcanon. Really should be using Ripline more often to make this faster. It's killing time. It's like biotech the opposite? Well, you gotta remember that the infested is used as biotech by the Orokin, right? The towers are biotech. The Cetus Tower, for instance, the meat that they're pulling off the Cetus Tower, that's infested, if I remember correctly. A different strain of the infested, but still the infested nonetheless. It's killing time. Meat wall. Nom nom nom. If I remember correctly, I'm not like 100% confident on my lore knowledge over these years. I have really not been paying too much attention, but I know Korg has done a lot of great, Korg the Mighty has done a lot of great lore stuff over on YouTube. So if you're ever looking for good stuff for lore stuff, I'd definitely recommend checking out Korg the Mighty's channel. Lore is love, lore is life. Exactly, Shrek, you're right. It's an old meme, sir, but it checks out. Yo, Quang, how you doing? I probably mispronounced your name, but welcome on in. How you doing? First discovering Kai's Discord in his comment section? No, but what I'm saying is YouTube videos. I've seen multiple YouTube videos going over the weapons counts as stuff. Again, I don't remember who. You can feel free to go hunt it down. But, like I said, that interaction's been around, what, at least the first I heard it was kind of back in, Tekrot? Where's the exit? You'll get back into it tomorrow? I mean, Warframe's fantastic. It's always here. It's been here the whole time. You got nothing to do tomorrow? Heck yeah. Day off. We love days off. Oh, just with a Venato? Yeah. Right. I always do this. I always go into here when I mean to go to the computer. Wow. EDA decided violence for you. No. Would you like to forget? No, I don't want to forget anybody. of its creatures. Ooh, another 3-day mob booster, nice. Ah, but it's a fully built forma. I don't really care about mob boosters. Surge tanking, yes. Sculpture troops. Easy. Disappointed, going crazy. Oh yeah, he's done some fantastic work on his solo projects. He's an artist that I greatly admire. What's the quest that I like the most? Probably the Hex. Torrid fan club stream. I'm the certified Torrid hater. So, sorry, there's gonna be no fan club here. Best way to find purple Archon shards? ETA, EDA, Netrocells, combining Archon shards. The only way to get purple shards is occasionally through the Hulvania calendar missions. And occasionally through ETA, you can get purple shards as well. But generally speaking, the best way to get it is by combining shards. Archon shard hunts, all that jazz. Yeah, my frames are doing something weird today. I'm not losing my mind. Alright. Interesting. Moon Arts in Space? No, I haven't heard that one. I'll have to check it out. Over skies over us. I do love the Okina. It is one of my favorite melees. Why did you change your name on Twitch, huh? Are you doing that just to mess with me, Carlos? How you been, bud? What you been up to? Yeah, I just sing along with the music that's on. Starting stream, testing out aliases. Word! Best of luck! If you need any help, feel free to shoot out me a PM on Discord. More than happy to give advice where I can, when I can. You know, I kind of thought that would be in range of people, but it wasn't. Makes me sad. You missed Discord? It's been banned where you live? Oh, I'm sorry. It was too short? Yeah, I think that they did mention that they're wanting to continue that sort of storyline. So, I hope that they do. Damn it, redacted. What the frig, every time. Oh yeah. That's always the problem, right? It's, you know, governments and whatnot. It's always better to be safe than sorry. With that stuff, you never want to, especially depending on where you live, you never want to potentially open yourself up for problems, right? Play it safe. It's always the best option. Do I want the former or do I want the mod drop chance booster? Thanks for the confident insight. Hope you feel better. No worries, Eagle. You take care. Okay, let's see what's on my ETA.
Okay, so the timeline is a frickin' mess. Luckily, young Kaya Velasquez
Why am I getting this
is
cutscene?
our Archimedia. Now, she and her
Odd.
ragtag team of social rejects conduct insanely dangerous research. So one day we can set things right. You want in?
Lore in the game is massive? Yeah, it's incredible.
Get your loadout ready because once
Temple?
I cannot pull you out without the whole run going to hell.
I don't own the Argo and Veil? Oh, that's hilarious. Temple, kit gun... Soma? Max ammo for all weapons reduced. Ability durations reduced. Wow, this is not fun for me today. Not the EDA, sorry. My brain's not fun for me today. Yeah. No, it's just, this isn't that big here. This isn't that big of a deal. This is not that hard. I can deal with this. This is pretty easy, actually. No, it's just temple gameplay. Indestructible. What time is it? Yeah, everybody, I'm just gonna call it here. I'm just not feeling well. Yeah, we're just gonna call it. I'm just not feeling well. And this usually ends poorly stream-wise for me, so I'm just gonna call it here. I'm just gonna listen to my body. So I'm sorry, everybody, that's a really short stream today. I'm just, super not feeling it right now. Just gotta listen to myself here. And, take care of myself. But, before we go, Jay, thank you very much for the 5 gifted members on YouTube. Iron, thank you very much for the 5 months tier 1. And that's it for the day. We're gonna be back on Tuesday. If I'm feeling up to it, maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I'm crashing out about stuff that's happening to fellow creators right now, and it's really, really pissing me off. Oh, what's happening to my friends. So, I'm really, really just pissed. So, I'm just not in a good headspace. My health is fine, it's just, I'm not in a good headspace. I'm really ticked off at, what a bunch of my friends are having to go through. And, to the point where, like, I might do a full crash out Scorched Earth, short going over it. Like, I'm real pissed right now. Let's just put it this way. If you're thinking about being a content creator, trying to tear down someone else so that you can climb over them to reach the top is not the way to do it. You just look, pathetic by doing that. It's, really, really incredibly disappointing. No, not on Twitch. It has to do with other stuff. So, it's out of context, but it's just people being D-bags. But we are gonna, we'll go drop you off with, No Sympathy here. We love No Sympathy. And it looks like No Sympathy is giving away a Caliban Prime Access right now. So let's go drop y'all off with them. And, we'll be back on Tuesday, everybody. So thanks everybody for hanging out today. My apologies for, the super short stream. I probably should have just taken the day off. I should have listened to myself. But, I tried. But thank you everybody for hanging out today. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Tuesday. We'll be doing our weeklies on Tuesday, and I hope you all have a good time with No Sympathy. Otherwise, take care, be safe, be good to each other. Thank you all for hanging out, and again, my apologies for being like this today, but I don't want to be antsy at all of you. You don't deserve that, so I'm gonna go just take care of myself. Maybe we'll do a variety stream tomorrow. But you all take care. Much love. Jay, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you. Okay, everybody, go say hi to No Sympathy. They got a cool giveaway going on right now, so go take advantage of that. And we'll be back on Tuesday, everyone. Take care. Much love. See y'all then.